Oh, I had a spectacular video for you today. And then I made the mistake of going on Facebook. And somebody was questioning me about a liberal and not being able then to fit in either the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. And this is because they didn't share all the ideas of liberals. And I don't profess to be a political science teacher. I do look like one, though, if I were holding a history book. But I'm not. But they brought up a good point. I got to thinking about it. You know, the political spectrum is not a line. It's more round like a clock. And we start out with real conservatives, and as we work our way around again, we go through liberals, and we end up with real conservatives again. I don't think anybody could possibly share every single idea that's liberal or every single idea that's conservative, simply because where you sit on that scale depends on many things. I mean, I base politics on morals, and morals are within each of us, and each of us has a different set of standards and morals. For example, I was raised by my parents, a group of amateur radio operators that were my friends, and the Franciscan order in the Catholic Church. And because of that, my ideas and my morals have taught me that I should respect other people. I mean, I grew up in the seminary, the junior, when you're a little kid in the Catholic Church and you're going to be a priest or a brother, you might start at a very early age, which I did. And in the monasteries and in the missions, there was a sign that I never forgot. It was somewhere by the door. And it said, "We shall turn no one away." And from the time I was a small child, I had that embedded into my mind. If you visited my house, you would see another sign that I learned from the Franciscans, and that says, "Thou shalt not kill God." And these are the things that made up what I feel. Now, when it comes to politics, I try not to get my soul all mixed up in politics, basically because Christ said, "My kingdom is not here." He said things like it would be easier for a rich man to go to heaven than it would be for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. And the needle, by the way, wasn't a thing you used to stab people or sew with. The needle was a very narrow opening, and for the rich man to pass through that, he would have to take off his pack and his possessions and things and walk the camel through, because there was no other way for him to get through, because there was just too much of him. Well, there were a group of thieves that stood right there, and they waited till he got off his pack, and boom, they got it. So anyway, I've always thought of that. But the question came up from one of my astute friends on Facebook was, how do you decide which party, since these virtues, these morals, because everybody operates from their morals. They sometimes disagree with them. But how do you know? How do you choose? Parties. Well, that was what he asked. And here's the thing. Think about this. You cannot agree with everything. Now, I'm a very what they call cradle Catholic, born Catholic. Not going to change, no matter what people tell me. I sometimes am amazed, but I'm still not going to change. Here's what I think. I think I agree with everything in the Nicene Creed, which is the basic belief that Catholics have. There are areas that I fall conservative on. Such is the belief of abortion. I fall there. It's partly because I'm Catholic. It's partly because of that sign in my house that says, "Thou shalt not kill." That was from God, not Trump, okay? Just to get this straight. Rush Limbaugh didn't say it. I said it. "Thou shalt not kill." And I don't know how I can go wrong there. God wrote that, told us that. So, I'm opposed to abortion. The Democratic Party, of which I've belonged to all my life, is for abortion. Well, I can't agree with everything they say. I mean, I have a different opinion. It's because of my morals. Now, somebody else's morals, because I were raised by different parents than me, or you, maybe they attended a different church. I understand all this. But what I think a person has to do is think what is their morals, what they feel inside. It's like something grating on your soul every time you do it, and it's not right. You just have to look at both parties and determine, first of all, I don't want to upset everybody, but you have one vote. It may not, in a world of the political scene today, make a lot of difference, your one vote. But you have one vote to cast. So you look at the party that's most in line with the way you feel, and that's the party you vote with. Now, you said, I know, because I'm the amazing Psycho Dimmitt sometimes, Dimmitt, you could change the entire election with your loose voting. Well, if Trump beats Hillary Clinton and it's by one vote, I might have some guilt. Meantime, I'll do what I have to do with my conscience. It's that simple. Did I explain that well? I'm not sure. If you will excuse me.